All right, testing. Are we streaming? Can you hear me? I don't know. I think it's working. Getting everything set up here. All right, this is the first test stream. It's probably going to be terrible, but we're working on our first model for the Ice King, for War Machine. I don't think anybody's watching me. That's okay. I think I'm definitely streaming at least. And that's the best. That's the best we can hope for. So, first of all, I got to get some flow improver. Way in the back that I can't reach anymore. All right, I almost just killed myself on the stream, but we're good. So, got flow improver, got water, we've got paint, got a working airbrush. I got a stream overlay that's not updating. It's okay. Hopefully the audio's here. Okay, I think audio's good. Microphone's right in my face. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right, okay. I think I'm set up. Nobody's watching. If you're watching the VOD, I'm doing my best. So, P3, knock the model over. P3 Bad Bruise. Going into the pot with a little bit of flow improver. This is my first time using P3 paints. I can see they're a little bit thick. Gonna dump in a little bit of water. So, using the trusty water that I just fixed. So, a whole lot of water. That's way too much water. I'm choking on the live stream already. Let me dump a little bit of that water out. All right, so a little bit of water, a lot of flow improver, a little bit of paint, a little bit of backflow. Let's see where we're at. Hopefully my air compressor is not too loud. Let me get crazy loud and turn on my exhaust fan since I don't have my exhaust fan's not working, so that's even better. All right, here we go. So this was already painted in a color scheme we're not going to use anymore. So I've got all of these from the Ice King. Am I in focus on the stream? I think I am. Let's stop talking. Let's just paint. Nobody's going to watch it anyway. So fuck it, we ball. I'm coming in from the bottom with this P3 purple, and it's a little bit too wet because I put too much water in, but that's okay. I'm learning these P3 paints. I haven't used them at all. Quick fix. And our goal tonight is to get the airbrush work done on this guy. This is going to be our test model for the rest of the faction, or the rest of the army, which is pretty much going to be the full faction. All right, here we go. So just coming up from the bottom with this P3 Bad Bruise, without a mask on, without my fan on, because I am a simpleton. But it's looking good. I like this. It's good coverage. This is the first time I've even touched a P3 paint, the new P3 paint. And the goal here is just to get into the shadows. And I'm gonna come over top of this with red in a lot of places. So I really want to make sure I don't have any of this yellow in the shadows. or the green or whatever it is. But for the most part, it's on the bottom up. I'm gonna get in the shadows right here. And I'm using my Eclipse because I just got it fixed. And I don't know if I actually got it fixed. But it feels good. The problem was the spring. And I didn't even know there's a spring right in here, which I didn't know. It was all corroded and nasty. And getting that replaced and cleaning out in there is what fixed everything. Alright, so now that I've made sure I've hit the shadows, I'm just making sure now I'm coming in with the underspray. Pretty straightforward. I've got a lot of paint left in my pot, so I'm going to grab another model that I've got sitting behind me, so I don't waste all that paint. Who's next? I got another guy. Another one right here. I've got a glove on today just for the Ice King. I don't know if he's watching, but last time I wasn't wearing a glove. Usually I do wear gloves, but I was in a hurry last time I airbrushed, and I just raw dogged it. Got new camera angles, new lighting, new webcam. What's up, baby? Hopefully my actual painting camera isn't freaking out. It looks like it is freaking out. Let me lock my... Is my zoom locked in? Let me go a little bit closer here. All right, I think maybe that's a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so same thing. Making sure I'm not going to knock the other guy I just did over. And at this point, like, I don't want to speckle, but if I speckle a little bit, it's okay. Because we're going to have so much paint coming in on top of this. And this is really just laying the groundwork for our shadows. And we're going to take this pretty bright, I think. And I do, I was joking about I don't have my usual vent fan, like it's like back there on, but I do have another fan in front of me, an air purifier, that's sucking all of this up. So I'm not directly huffing it, but it's not completely unsafe, but it's probably not recommended. So that's just where I live my life. And usually I do wear a mask. Like when I actually paint the full army, I will definitely put a mask on, because that, when you're doing a full figures, it gets crazy fast. So here's what it looks like top down. Again, this fluorescent color on here, we're just gonna totally paint over. That's the old scheme that we're not doing anymore. We want to get down into those. It's not gonna be a huge deal, but we don't want our shadows brighter. Okay, so there's that. I've still got paint in this pot because I was a dumbass. So let me get another model. Here we go. We'll just grab some more Guardians. I've got them all behind me so I can awkwardly bend over on this webcam. You guys can get a good view of that. So let's just continue here. I don't think anybody's in chat. No chatting. I'm going to keep rambling. I think the way that I make the videos, especially with the daily vlogs, that live streaming is just going to be better, because usually my videos are like live stream rambling would be. So hopefully I can just keep running my mouth and paint kind of good, and hopefully it's entertaining. But this is the biggest commission project I've taken on in a while. And it feels good to do it. It feels good to not have to make decisions about color scheme. We'll get one or two more figures worth in of this underspray. I'm gonna go a little bit faster now because I'm getting the feeling for it. I don't want to, yeah, I don't want that to happen right there. There's too much water in here. So maybe when that happens, you can just come back down. This is air only. And I'm just blasting that off. I don't want to put any more purple in this pot, but we might be. Yeah, we're too juicy. So what I mean, like you can see how it's very opaque or very translucent, way too liquidy. I think we're probably. Yeah, we don't want to do that anymore. So we're done with the purple for now, and we can move on to the next stage. So I'm going to dump this out. What am I going to do? I'm going to dump it out in this empty glass jar. And then I've got a clean out pot right here. These things are, oh, I just broke it. But these things right here are awesome. I put off buying one of these for so long. But, like, that's all you got to do to clean your pot out. And it's just there. Super easy. And it has a filter. All right, so the purple, a little bit of purple is still in the pot. So I'm just gonna use. I keep one of these like brand new, clean and fresh, Mr. I think it's Mr. Clean. This one is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mr. Tool Cleaner is what it's called. This is the Weeb version. I don't know what it is. It smells like bananas. It makes me kind of want to drink it, but it also smells like it's taking out some brain cells. But it cleans like crazy. So I'll put a little bit of that in. I put a little bit of my drink in, my water drink. Do a little bit of backflow just to make a mess. All right, and that's close enough. We can have a little bit of purple in there for when, and I'm just going to use my shorts to clean out the pot because all of my shorts, the right pant leg is covered in paint splotches because it's just easier and it's more, it's better for the environment to just use your pant leg than it is to keep using paper towels, you know? All right, what am I doing next? Scorn Red, another P3 paint that I haven't actually used. And this is more of the color that we're actually going to use for the army. So let's get our guy back in frame. So this is what we're painting. We just did the purple. If you're just now joining, I just did the purple underspray to get in the shadows. This fluorescent green is the old color that we're not, person I'm painting this for doesn't want anymore. So a little bit of scoring in the pot. I'm so used to bulk painting that I'm putting way too much paint in. This is Vallejo Flow Improver that I just keep in this old crusty dropper ketchup bottle. Like three drops, probably. I don't know. I haven't used P3 before, so I'm still kind of eyeballing this. But I've got, I don't know, 50-50 in there. No water right now. We definitely need a little bit of water. It's too much again. I got to get something more scientific than a big ass glass jar. So backflow to mix it in because I don't have a brush on me. And I'm gonna get the purple out, like the purple that's still in the brush, and hopefully, see, there we go. Now we're scoring red. And like the tricks like this, where you're not super crazy about like making sure you have a perfectly clean brush. I do wish I had an actual brush in here. I'm gonna use one of these guys, the back half of it, and I'm just stirring it up because there's a big glob of paint sitting right there I can see. Stuff like this is how when you're commission painting, you can keep going fast and you don't have to, it adds up. Just trust me, it adds up. All right, so now we're going to come, I should probably make sure we're in focus. That would be a good plan. Are we focused in? Are we focused? Okay. I think we're in there. Checking the stream. All right, so I'm coming top down now, and I'm just getting an idea of how this looks. And I'm barely, I guess I'm going to zoom way out so you can see my finger on the airbrush. Because let's make this instructional here. There's the pant leg with a pant leg of paint. So look how little my finger moves. So this right here is just air, just pushing down for the air action. And I'm barely rocking this thing back until I get to the point, like, no paint, there's paint coming out now. And I'm just gonna stay here, and I'm gonna let the paint build up because I don't really know how P3 works. I don't want to come in and blast it because I want to get a smooth foundation here, and it's gonna be even more important when I start working in the red transitions and the red highlights, because I need to know how this paint is gonna go, and I can practice that now when it's all just gonna be red anyway. And if I mess up and I blast it with too much paint, it's not a huge deal. So we're gonna leave some purple in the bottom of that shield, and you can see like it's probably not even perceptible how much I'm pulling back on the action of the airbrush. Hopefully you can hear me. Let's get you back in. Looking at the model here, maybe can we focus? Okay, there we go. So I wanna make sure I get red in where that fluorescent color was. Come in behind the shield. And again, I'm being very careful how much paint comes out of here, because I don't totally want to blow out the purples. At least I think I don't want to totally blow out the purples. Ice King, if you're in the chat, you want the purples in the shadow, right? Like, are you still there? I just saw you said P3 is dope for an airbrush. Yeah, I'm really liking this actually. You're gonna sell me on some P3 paints. But do you want like the cracked purple still? Like, how much of the purple do you want left in the shadow? Like, is that good? Or you're like more purple? I can come back in again with it again, but get up in here some. Like, do you want the purple like this? All right, cool. Okay, that's what I, yeah, I was doing that too, like, so like this, right? Hopefully you can see it. So from here, it's in the shadows, but when you flip it up, there's purple there. Okay, cool. Is it in focus? All right, sweet. I should put my chat here, like right above the webcam. All right, cool. So I'm just gonna go a little bit more right there, and a little bit more right here. I think that looks pretty good. I should have corked up more of these guys. I wasn't. Oh, these are magnetized. Never mind. I can cork them up. Look at me. I got my supplies organized. I got painting handles within arm's reach. I can just. Oh, those don't have. Oh yeah, I kept these guys on their bases for now, and I can just pop them off. When it's time to put them on real bases, but I didn't want to have to like rebase them twice. You know what I mean? Because I think they're blue tacked on, right? So I was just gonna paint them on these. Dude, I've been sick for like 3 weeks now. I cannot shake it. I think it's like I was actually sick and now it's allergies. All right, I'm gonna get this guy out of the line of fire. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't want to have to rebase them. and then like rebase them again to actually put them on top of their basing material. How does the audio sound? Is the audio good? Because I'm going through a mixer for once, but I don't know about the mic being like where the mic's at. Yeah, the magnet makes it way easier. Yo, this scoring red is nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, I have my air compressor like in a box. Is this guy? This guy's not magnetized. Oh yeah, did I tell you? I think I forgot to tell you that double Phantasm list is from like Ryan, like Spell Rack Ryan. It's double Phantasm and double Void Engine. I think I gotta try that for sure with Cyrofel. He said he didn't get to play it because he had to drop out for work stuff, and that's why I didn't get like many matchups. But he thinks it's pretty good. Okay, so I'm covering most of the purple up, but I am keeping some in the shadows. Just to give it a little something to look at, especially like in the heavy shadows. Definitely keeping the purple in it that way and there. So from the most part, it's gonna be red, but having the purple in the shadows will really add a lot to it by the time we're fully worked up here. These ones I did not have enough purple to get into. Okay. So I'll wait. We got three to work with here. Okay. So I've got a little bit of paint left in. I'm going to mix in our next color now, which is Vermilion. Vermilion from AK. And I'm gonna dump a little bit of this out, but I'm gonna keep like half of what's there currently. So then we can slowly work this Vermilion in. And as I'm shaking this thing, I realize I need to get my Vortex mixer back. Check it's a scientific test on if you're getting too much paint. I'm not. We're good. All right, so a little bit of this. Oh, this is pretty close to scoring red. Out of the pot. Actually, no, I guess it is brighter. Okay. I don't think I'll need more flow improver just yet. I'm gonna mix it up though. So I'm gonna do a pass that's scoring red mixed with this, and then I'll do a pass that's just that, and then I've got a couple of fluorescent paints here to get crazy with, and we'll see where we're at. So what I like to do, and that's why there's so many different colors, is this is when I was testing to get the purple and the scorn red. So now I can see, so we're pretty substantially brighter already here. Yeah, normally I would just go straight through it, but I don't know what it looks like. I've never used these paints before, so I didn't want to like blast it and be like, oh god. So here, I'm not gonna flip the model upside down at all. Anything that's in shadows is gonna stay scorn red. And I'm gonna hit most of the scorn red with this, especially because there's scorn red mixed in. And I'm keeping a very consistent angle. Like I'm actually got dog hair on it. I'm keeping the model flat on the workbench, and I'm keeping the angle consistent of where I'm hitting stuff. And if it's scorn red and it's not getting hit from this angle, it's gonna stay scorn red. I do want to make sure I hit the back of that boot heel and bridge that a little bit. And at this point, we got to be really careful that we're not speckling. When I look in here, it's like skim milk consistency. That's kind of where you want to be. PSI. What is my PSI? That'd be helpful if people actually want to learn how to airbrush. Current PSI is like 36 or 37. And I usually keep it there. I have it running pretty high because there was a leak and I just remembered that. I should probably turn it down a little bit. But I don't mess with PSI, and I usually just keep it all in the trigger control because I'm still like, I'm barely pressing the action. Like I take it to the point, like right, I'll demonstrate not on the model. Like I'm rocking it back, and here, like you can see the paint is slowly building up. This is where I live, is here. And it takes forever, but you don't speckle and you have complete control of it. If you want, you can like rock it back to here and just blast it out, but that's how you get in the danger zone of speckling or getting the paint where you don't want it. So it's only a couple more seconds an area, and you know that you're not going to mess it up. And you can tell, hopefully it comes through, but you see how this section I just hit is like shiny now? When it gets shiny like that, it's time to move on because it's too wet, and you're going to start blowing the paint around on the model, and you're going to stop. It's going to stop being dry. You want it to atomize and then dry as it hits the model. When it starts getting shiny like that, it's time to move on to the next area. And you can already kind of see, I'm going to spill this. You can already kind of see, this is the one that has vermilion on it. We're already starting to get a highlight effect, even though it's still very subtle. So yeah, I think I'm just going to blast. I'm going to dump the rest of everything else out of here. And I'll go, this time I will put a little bit of flow improver in here because I just dumped most of it out. A couple drops. And this will just be raw vermilion. Yeah, I've got a really long hose. That's why I use, like, if my hose is like coiled up underneath my desk a bunch. But that's usually where I would be. Too, like, I think the most I usually do is like 32, but I have this cranked up high because I was trying to find where the leak in the airbrush was. All right, so there we go. So now we're looking really good. Mix it a little bit. And see, now we're thick again, and that's gonna speckle. If I were to try to go with that, it would speckle for sure. Let's see if I can get it just a little drop of water. There we go. So now we're back to milk. And see, if you take it up the pot, see how some of it lingers up the side, but most of it falls back in. And there's a beard hair in it. There's beard hair everywhere. Okay. Cool. All right, so this is just Vermilion. There we go. So now you can see there's a pretty big difference. Hopefully you can see there's a pretty big difference in what we're doing. So still, I'm even trying to leave some scorn down in those cracks of the pauldrons. That's a pretty big airbrush flex. So don't worry about that until you get airbrush control. And when you hear me going like, the first time I do it, I'm pulling back a little bit to add paint, and then it's like paint, no paint, paint, no paint, paint, no paint. And what that does is it dries it in between sprays, so I can work those tight areas without speckling. And again, these colors are both still pretty close, so you're not going to tell if I was speckling or not, especially with my camera how it is. But when we add this fluorescent into the next highlight, you're going to definitely know if we're speckling or not. I just saw Floor Red with a mix of Vermilion on the highest. Oh, okay. So you're saying this one on the jacks, right? But keep it to just this one on these dudes? So see, on the shield, you can definitely, like, our purple is still doing work on that shield for us. Whereas, like, it might not have been super obvious before. If you look at it now, you're definitely going to see that purple is in the shadows. See, this is why I'm a terrible commission painter, because I just paint everything like it's going to be on the table forever. Like, I don't know how to turn it off. Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? I mean, it's great. It's great for people who pay me to paint for them, but it sucks for the time it takes to paint it. On these guys, I'm just making sure that shield looks really good, because that's what people are going to see. And now down on the shoe, like the shoe is mostly purple. So I'm being really sure that I wipe out purple on the top side, but keeping it. We're just working these sides. See, if I were to hit this shield again, see how shiny it is, I'd mess it up. If I try to blast it again with paint, it's gonna run and it's gonna speckle because it's too wet. But now this is just air. This dries off that layer, and it helps me still be able to keep working and moving on to the next spot. And this back panel needs a little bit more red. Trying to keep purple in the cracks. Hit that glove. Oh, we gotta hit this thing. There's that guy. And now this guy. Oh, no, I mean, everything you're saying is exactly right. I'm just saying, I'm like, I know I should save time, but I'm not going to. Especially these guys. These guys literally are just there to die. He gets shot off the board by Brian Bloods. And I guess Kithgard now too. Adepticon has me wanting to play again so bad. I was like I'd accepted I wasn't gonna be able to play. And I am enjoying Pillage. I still plan on playing Pillage. But now I'm like, alright, I gotta get these Infernals printed and painted because I want to play really bad. And now I've sold like everything. I don't have a except for I kept my men off, but I've like sold. Uh, Everyone's making a weird sound, but I've sold like everything else I had now. So I have like half of Dark Operations painted, but not done, and then I have my fifth division that I'm slowly working on. I'll probably finish fifth division by the time like Mark 5 comes out, and I can't play it. But I'm very excited for Infernals. And I finally did sell Circle and Roll Guard too, but I'm glad I did. It's Thursdays. That keeps it's throwing me off. It was Thursdays. But also, like, I almost have my house where we could just play here because I've got like full terrain. I just gotta finish cleaning up down here, so we could like fit 2 humans in this room. Okay, so before I mix in that flora, I'm just making sure everything that I want red is red. Okay. I'm definitely going to mix in, like, we're going to go 50-50 on this first, because I don't know how crazy this is going to be. Okay. Let's see how crazy this is. This is the first time I've used Pro Acryl too. I only use Army Painter or Scale 75 these days. It's like either bottom of the barrel or very expensive. I guess that's not fair. Army Painter is not bottom of the barrel. Army Painter, I'm actually like really enjoying Army Painter paints. Okay. This is actually a little bit more subtle than I thought it was gonna be. See, and I used to test it out on my glove like this, and this is like the true speckle test. And I don't do everything on the back of the glove because then the glove gets all nasty and you like spill it on stuff. But when I get to highlight, like the final highlights where the speckle is really gonna show, I check here just to make sure we're not speckling, and we're not, so we're good. So now we got to think a little bit harder about where we're gonna hit with this. And I'm focusing. I'm not talking. I guess I should start talking. What I'm doing is I'm following the lines of that shield down with the airbrush and making sure I don't get it too wet. And I'm like following the curve of it, and that is what keeps the purple in the shadows. Because I'm just catching the side of it, and I'm barely putting any paint out. So, you know, and it's a little bit slower, but in terms of like time you're saving from using the airbrush anyway, like take the time to do it right. And don't just start jerking on the trigger. And that's for future people watching. I know that Ice King knows how to airbrush. I just want to be clear. Oh yeah, he just messaged me too. I didn't want to talk about it out loud. But yeah. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go on his. Oh yeah, he's right there. I'm gonna go on his podcast too. Okay, I think maybe I can jump right into the fluoro paints too, though. Dude, I will say, like, I'm using the Iwata right now because I don't want to have to clean out the other one because it's a bitch to clean. But that other airbrush is so much nicer than the Iwata is, and like I love the Iwata, so I'm not even like talking trash on Iwata. Uh, Man, this is the only bad thing about painting in the basement is look how full this water trap is. That's just from like tonight. I cleaned it out before I started recording. I don't know, man. I think I might have to throw that orange on here too. You have the worst luck with the moves. I think my parents did too. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. This is looking good. Hopefully you can see it. I think when I do the next step up of the fluorescent, when it's all fluoro, it's gonna be good. One on the left is fluoro, one on the right is not. Or the first pass. All right, I'm dumping this out. I'm going straight fluoro because it's not. I think it's kind of get crazy. It's not enough contrast. All right, this is pure fluoro. If this doesn't kick it up, I'm going to put the orange on the infantry guys too. I don't know. This is pretty bright. Let's see where we're at. All right, so are you good with this? Because this is all the way up through. Let me see if I can get a better idea of it. So this is the purple all the way up through the fluorescent red. All right, cool. All right, yeah, this guy's done with the reds, and then I got to do the fluorescent on this one still. So still got all the purple on this side. I feel like I definitely. I don't know. I guess the camera's like focusing on everything but the miniature. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm excited to get Infernals. I've been wanting Infernals for years. Yeah, that's probably. I think I need to like go into the actual settings, but this one, oh, there we go. You can actually see what's going on now. I think. So I think the red airbrush work is done on these guys. What do you want the actual blades to be? Like on the blades? What do you want the blades to be? Blue steel? Yeah, I was thinking like a blue would look good, or like a white. The orangey gold. This is the only orange in the box, but I've got a bunch of oranges. And then you want like white, like the pale flesh, right? Oh, I gotcha. Trying to figure out what to do for the cloth. The cloth is going to be like the hardest part to figure out, I feel like. Oh, I just realized that gray box below me was supposed to have the chat in it, but I'm realizing. Oh, the subscriber count updated at least. But my chat is not showing on the video. Yeah, that makes sense. I gotta test that on some things, but I've got some ideas about that. I was thinking about like maybe even like basing it in this purple and then painting like normal flesh tones on top of it. I think that's because I keep moving. Oh wait, I see what you're saying. The background. I don't know. I think we're good. I think that's probably all the airbrushing though. Yeah, I think I might that might be it for tonight. I don't like painting on top of the fresh airbrush stuff because it tears. That might be it for the first live stream. Especially because I gotta go slice some files now. Oh wait, check this out. I got my first Inferno painted. I hate painting leather. I think I need to go back. This is the one I got. It was like halfway painted already. And I think I need to paint the stitches because like the stitches are like white. And I feel like I should maybe paint them. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Something's off. I think if I did these like a yellow, would they blend too much in, you know? But this guy, he came in that Meneth lot, and I was like, what am I gonna do with him? But I was gonna use him in D&D because I just liked him. But now I'm like, oh hell yeah, I get to play with him. Yeah, I know. I keep thinking about the cloth, and honestly, I'm kind of thinking that Tenebrous Gray that might. I don't know. It's got like some blue. I gotta actually see what the color is. Yeah, yeah. I was thinking of like the bony matter. Oh, maybe not. That's not what I thought it was gonna be. I don't know. I'm thinking once I cut the robes in, it's gonna make the paint job look sick. Like the red's gonna look sick with whatever I cut it in with. And like what like the scale mail parts, what do you want those to be? Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I like that. I like how this color looks a lot. I like how purpley gray a lot. I don't know. These are gonna be fun to paint though. Yeah, yeah. That's what I was getting at. I think it's gonna be. I'm excited to paint a Jack. It's funny. Like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna paint my dusk like traditional ret, and then just like abandon ever painting my original ret. Yeah, a blue. Do you want it true metal metallics or non-metal metallic? Probably this probably look better non-metal. I can just airbrush it too, so I think I could just airbrush it. Famous last words. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta play with it some because I gotta. I don't know. I don't want it to look like power swords, you know. Like I don't want it to look like a 40k power sword, and I'm afraid if I airbrush it, that's what'll happen. I don't know. I'm looking at it like maybe dark for the robes. I don't know. Maybe, but it could be sick if it was like a cream white. I don't have it in reach. I don't know. The reference image is just red and white. Oh, I see the unicorn horn. I gotcha. I wish there was like a piece of cloth on here. I guess technically there is, but it's red. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I do them white, like how the trim on the reference image is. Because then it's gonna be. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like a warm white. Trying to think. I was just painting with it. I don't have it out here, of course. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably do one light and one dark, and then if actually I don't know. I'll do the light one first, and then if you like that, I'll keep it light. But if you don't like it, I'll do a dark one. That way it's easier to paint over. Because at first, I think if it's dark, it might not look good on the base. But if I do it in white, it'd be easier to weather too. Because I can just use the red from whatever base color we do. Yeah, yeah. I'm looking at the model. I guess I can show you what I'm looking at. Yeah, I was thinking about like if putting white trim on these guys, I don't think it would look good because it'd look better with like coming back in with that fluorescent on like the bolts or whatever those are. But I don't know, let me go grab the paint I'm thinking of because I think I just remembered where I put it. Yeah, eggshell is like exactly what I'm thinking of. Let me go grab it. Hopefully, I think it's in here. I actually knew where it was. I've been painting it. This is what I painted that Maximus with. It's like this kind of white. And let me grab Maximus so I can show what it actually looks like. This is the worst model I've ever painted. Like, I'm still working on the purple, but I mean like literally the action of painting it sucks. This was over, like it started colder, but this is how it looks. But this is the least fun I've ever had painting a model. I've got to glaze over these purples again, but non-metal metallic purple is not fun. But he's there. He's almost done. Slowly but surely, he's gonna be done soon. And then I've got 9 more Infinity models to paint. I don't know if I might like. I love playing Infinity, but I don't know if it's for me because the painting the models are brutal. Okay, cool. I'll cut this in. Let me cut it in, and we'll just see real quick. Actually. All right, it's wet palette time. Oh yeah, his white like he has way more whites on him. Okay, what am I doing? Let's see. All right, web palette, relatively self-explanatory. I took the glove off. Maybe this isn't the white I was thinking of actually. Just a second, let me check that. I can't get to it now. 1 second. Oh God. I knocked over my box to get this set up. All right, this is the one that I was wanting to do. Yeah, I have 4 kids and 2 German Shepherds that are assholes. I don't really know how I do it either. I've definitely made some packs with demons though. That is for certain. Yeah, I know. I was like, what is going on here? All right, so this color, let me grab some of this and a little bit of that. And a water cup somewhere. Gotta get a real water cup. This is definitely a professional stream. All right, I think I might just start it off with this one in the shadows, and then I'll build up to the other ones real quick. See where we're at. Yeah, that's a lot better. All right, so let's see what happens. Oh, it helps if you can actually. There we go. I'm definitely glad I oversprayed red on this because this would have been a nightmare trying to go over top of the purple. I just thought about that. Hopefully it's in frame. Here we go. No? Maybe? It's crazy how hard it is painting on camera because I'd never, I am like the camera is never where I want it to be, so I can actually see what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I think that's definitely it. Like, I mean, obviously I'll paint it for real, but like I just wanted to get some color in there to see. I don't know why the focus keeps switching like that. Oh man, I had to make a hard decision. I was like, I'm not playing MMOs ever again, and like I'm still not sure I made the right decision. It was like family, World of Warcraft, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it. I could have been perfectly happy just playing vanilla WoW the rest of my life. All right, cool. And now all the time, like the airbrush is cool, but like one I like airbrushing to where you can't really tell I airbrushed. I mean, you can tell I airbrushed because like really because of the purples, but I fucking hate airbrush speckling. And then now I'm all the time I saved by airbrushing that armor base coat, I'm gonna spend painting this robe. I don't think it'll take too long. Especially after I start wet blending it and going crazy real quick. I guess I should paint that other side too, but Yeah, I definitely need to see like the literal like behind the camera setup. So like you're saying you pull it like way back and then like zoom in on it or like set the focus. Oh shit. I just did something bad. Uh Hopefully I didn't just nuke the stream. There we go. So you just like back it way back and then trying to lock my focus. Oh, there we go. Is that better? Oh, now it's right in the way of the camera. There we go. Is that better? All right, let's see. Oh, I almost put that in the wrong one. Let's get that out of here. All right, I'm gonna get a very wet brush. Don't mean to do that. Midtone. It definitely doesn't work if I headbutt the camera. Okay, there we go. Trying to talk myself out of glazing this whole road right now. Oh yeah, freshly shaved. I'm bald as hell. I didn't realize like I knew I was bald, but I didn't realize how much it was like bald. Like I accepted I was bald, but like I didn't realize how little hair there was back there until I started making videos. I might need to do one more base coat of that original color over the red. There's a lot more of it coming through than I thought. Yeah, I think that's definitely. I'll really paint it, but I think that's definitely the way to go. Like I gotta highlight it and stuff, but what color do you want these like scale things right here? Do you just want those red too, or? Oh shit! I got purple in it. Dang, I think. Am I out of frame again? Here we go. I think. I don't know. That blue might look good. I'm like dark as hell now. Yeah, I don't know. I think that blue might look good. I don't know. I think I might have to call it quits though, because I got a long day. I got like early morning meetings tomorrow. The worst kind of meetings. Yeah, I think I gotta. I don't know if you can see it, but I think I gotta go back and do the full like the base color again because some of that red's still coming through, and I think it's just because I so he's painting so thin. Well, yeah, this was a great progress. 3 months, they're pretty much done. As soon as I airbrush anything, I'm like, oh, that model's done. Yeah, I mean, I've got a scale 75 blue non-metal metallic set. Where did I put my lid at? Yeah, this is gonna be fun. My plan is to hopefully stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays now, but I don't know the time. I don't want to do like late night streams every time because my wife gets pissed. But I don't know. This is like the only time it works most of the time. Let me grab that blue real quick though. Oh, wait, I put the blue someplace stupid. And I remember thinking, I'm putting this here, and it's stupid that I put it here. But I've got it. I'll find it, and then yeah, like it's not terrible aggro, but it's like the only time we can hang out because the kids are around all day, and I'm like, I gotta go make a video. I made a commitment. Don't worry about the commitment to our marriage. I made a commitment to make a video every day that 3 people watch. But yeah, I'll send you pictures in Discord. But it's a full non-metal metallic blue set that I think we can work some magic with here. But I think I gotta call it. I gotta figure out how to turn the stream off. But I'll see you guys sometime. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. I just saw your last one laughing. All right, I'll see you guys.